I can tell you, my first pair of jeans, I wear my first pair of jeans when I was 18. They didn't let you coming to the country import stuff, from the West. So because they're trying to keep us, you couldn't travel around across the border. They control you, they keep you.
So you mentioned the West. I was
Yeah.
born in England, now living in America. In America and in England and in the West, we have the option, like political options. We have a democracy. There's always a choice to choose from. So why wasn't there that choice in Romania at that time? Why just the one party? Is it because they wanted just so much control?
It's when they come into power, all the other parties, one by one, they outlaw, and they were the only ones by law, function this Socialist Party. So you didn't have any options. You couldn't go. Even they were trying, even to outlaw any gatherings. You couldn't have gatherings. They were afraid. They were, ruling by separating people, by fear, to not trust anybody. You couldn't trust anybody.
So you've lost your freedom of expression, your freedom of speech almost, your freedom of movement. And that's interesting for me because, again, when I look on social media, when I look on the news, and again, we live in a generation where the news is flying around all the time, people are coming up with different ideas, and sometimes we don't really know which news is really true. This idea of freedom in the socialist society, is that really an ideal that they live up to, or is it just a false ideal?
I think people, they don't understand what they have and what freedom really means. Because for me, living 26 years under fear, under control, under that pressure of fear and terrorize, it was a great thing for me when the revolution came. It was something extraordinary. I could think whatever I want and speak whatever I want. And people here, they don't understand what it means to be free. I understood that when the freedom came to our country, it was something like, yes, I can speak my mind. I don't have to hide. I don't have to be fear. I can, have relations to not fear. Somebody might go and tell the police what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, or speaking about the system, about the president or whatever. I could be myself.
So what about things like free education, free medicine, free housing? These are ideals which we hear about with socialism. How does that measure up to the socialist ideology?
Even thinking about freedom, of which cost? And it wasn't free. It wasn't free. Like going to the doctor, we have to bribe every time you go to the doctor. I think people, they don't understand what they have and what freedom really means.